We're so pleased to be joined by District Administrator Chet Cooper, who heads things up here at the Field of Dreams in Boardman in the midst of all the tournament action that we're pleased to be bringing to you. And first of all, what a difference a year makes. Last year, we weren't exactly sure if there would be softball or baseball. This year, it seems like all systems go. How thrilled are you?
I am over the moon over this. It's great to see all the kids back out in the field, and they're just so excited. And just to watch them play, it just does a heart good to watch all these kids get back into action. So I am thrilled to death, and I am so absolutely thrilled not only to have these district tournament games, but to have WKBN back in action with us.
Well, we're certainly thrilled to be here. Now, to avoid any confusion, of course, last year there was nothing in Williamsport, no Little League World Series, but for both sports, we'll start with softball and then move to baseball. After this tournament action here at Field of Dreams, where do these teams go from here?
Well, the only team that's going anywhere is the 12-year-old team. The Little League made the decision this year that only the major leagues in both baseball and softball are going to the state tournaments, then the regional tournaments, and then to the World Series. The other teams are going just to the state tournaments. So the softball team from here is going to be playing in Ashtabula at the end of this week.
And then baseball, the major baseball team, will move on to where?
Near Ironton, Ohio, way south, way south.
It's got to make you thrilled, though, as you see these kids have these tremendous performances on these fields, these gorgeous fields, mind you.
Yes.
And then a few years after, come high school ranks, they're doing the same things, leading their respective programs to regionals and state championships there. And you saw it where it all started here.
Yeah, and in fact, it's awesome when I come out here and I see these little kids. And, of course, you know I umpire at the high school and the Class B level. And you get to see them, and you go, my God, I remember when you were just up to my waist, and now look, you're towering over me. You can throw an 80-mile-an-hour fastball, and you're so proud of them because you know you at least watched them. Whether you positively or negatively influence them, you influence them. So,
you've umpired at the Little League World Series. You've been at this for a long time. You have to love it. How much do you love it?
I love it beyond all things. Really, this is the dream. I'm giving back now as much as I can to these kids because, you know, being part of the community is what really counts. It's making sure that all our kids have something to do, that they grow up to be solid citizens, and they grow up with the values of that Little League instills in them. And I'm just so proud to be part of this action.
And you'd be hard-pressed to find a better facility, better fields than the ones here at the Field of Dreams. They're great to work with.
I call this the best Little League fields west of Williamsport. They're just, seriously, you look at how Boardman Community Baseball takes care of these fields. It has an absolutely great complex. They have some stupendous workers. They keep them top-notch. You can see it's all trimmed, groomed perfectly. And, from my experience, these are only second to the fields in Williamsport, and I've been on a lot of fields.
A lot of excitement, a lot of buzz throughout this facility for these championship games that we're so thrilled to be a part of. And we like to hope that maybe that excitement ratchets up a little bit with these games being on television on my YTV as part of our Game of the Week and streamed live at wkbn.com. What's your feedback been? What's the excitement level for these games to be televised?
Oh, well, the last time you did it was off the chart, and now everybody's just starting to get really thrilled about it. And this year we're doing the softball, so I know that those teams are just, they're over the moon on this stuff, right? And so I'm looking for big crowds. I want people to come on out and have a great time on the 3 nights actually that we're televising. The one night the softball, the 2 nights the baseball, and we have 2 divisions in softball, the 8s, the 10s, and then the 10s, the 12s, and then in baseball we have the 9s. We have 9s who just playing the local tournament, and they're so much fun to watch because they're so young. Then we have, of course, the 8 to 10s, and when they finish, they play in the state tournament, which is being held here at Boardman this year in 2 weeks following the tournament. And then we have the 9 to 11s and the 10s to 12s. So we just have lots of fun in store for everybody. I want people to come out and just have a blast, and I want them to cheer for everybody, not just their home team, but cheer for each and every one of these kids because they deserve it.
Very well said. We appreciate the time. Thanks so much for everything, and have a great tournament for baseball and softball.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. Appreciate
Absolutely. Our coverage will continue right after this. Chad Krispinski inviting you to stay tuned for more here on my YTV.